Welcome to Poland Daily History with me, Nicholas Richardson. In the previous episode, we started to discuss the similarities and differences between Polish and British history when it comes to how Christianity has shaped the development of our two countries. In this episode, we will discuss how the Church in Rome performed a function as the main centre of knowledge in Europe following the fall of the Roman Empire.
These centres of knowledge, they were also, you could say, the administrators of the state in many ways. And also, the church was an interesting case of how the Roman Empire in one way survived, because the structure of the Catholic Church, as it would become known after the first schism in 1054, it really maintained many of the characteristics that the Roman Empire had. For example, the way that the church is ruled with the curia. This is a form of parliamentarism that was also could be seen in the Roman Republic. But also the curia, it survived in its form after the fall of the Roman Empire, and these experts that had been created, you could say, in the Vatican during the Roman Empire, they survived in the rest of Europe, and every king would lean on their knowledge on state administration, even on things such as farming, for example. Many of the advances that were made in agriculture in the coming centuries were developed in various monasteries, monks that were experimenting with the most efficient way to sow the fields. So the knowledge was indispensable, and the first Polish ruler, Mieszko I, knew that this was a step that had to be taken for the sake of Poland, for its development, and to not lag behind, because if you lag behind, then sooner or later there's going to be a stronger neighbor that will show up and claim your land. So he probably felt that this was something that had to be done.
Yes, and this is something I think we tend to forget in the modern era, how fundamental to the history of Europe the church actually has been. And you talk about the link to Julius Caesar. Well, the Pope is the supreme pontiff, and Julius Caesar was, of course, Pontifex Maximus, an exact continuation. So the idea of sort of a bridge between the earthly and the heavenly.
Absolutely, and it's also worth mentioning here that Julius Caesar, before becoming the emperor, he started out his political career as this. You could call him the person who fulfilled the main religious role in the Roman Empire before he ran for consul. So it was a stepping stone to his career, and this merger between politics and religion was also something that you could see in Poland and in Great Britain, where many bishops were playing a very important political role. They were some of the main politicians of the country.
Well, of course, some of the main ones. I mean, in all periods of history, but Thomas of Becket,
of course,
in England. I mean, even into the much more modern era, Cardinal Richelieu in France.
Absolutely.
And I suppose from our viewpoint today, we wonder how they reconcile their sort of earthly pursuits as the king's first minister with their more spiritual pursuits.
Yes, well, I think that the bishops back in those days, they were maybe a little bit more flexible than they are today. They would really take firm hands, so to say, on these tasks. For example, later during the discoveries of the New World, the Church was also playing a very active role in shaping the policies of the monarchs.
Adam, as usual, the clock has defeated us, but do pause. We will pick it up next time. There we are. I've had to interrupt Adam because the clock has defeated us. But don't worry, we'll pick up the discussion next time on Poland Daily History, and we hope to see you then. Thank you for watching.